If you've ever watched Conor McGregor in an MMA fight, then you'll probably be aware of the styles that he blends. Like many mixed martial artists, he combines various disciplines to devastating effect. Generally speaking, the Irishman uses a combination of boxing, karate, taekwondo and wrestling when fighting. Conor McGregor has been photographed training with John Dargan, who is an Irish Taekwondo black belt and general expert within the martial art. There are also a few videos of McGregor training alongside Dargan, who is also wearing the dobok on occasion. Unfortunately, Dargan actually killed a man with one punch during a heated argument back in 2016. He was sentenced to manslaughter as a result of killing the other man and was given a 5.5-year jail sentence as a result. Since the death, he has not trained with McGregor for obvious reasons. It should also be noted, though, that McGregor's main coach is John Kavanagh, who is primarily a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and MMA coach. Nonetheless, McGregor has trained under Dargan over the years. Conor McGregor is probably best known for his explosive left hand, which is his main knockout weapon. However, on occasion, he has put his Taekwondo to good use. One example of this was his win against Donald Cerrone at UFC 246. Here, McGregor successfully knocked out the American in the first round with a brutal roundhouse kick. This was a testament to McGregor's Taekwondo skills. However, it wasn't just Cerrone that felt McGregor's kicks either. In his first fight against Dustin Poirier, McGregor once more showed off his impressive Taekwondo skills, landing a hook kick and spinning kick that eventually led to victory. As mentioned, whilst many still focus on his brutal punches, McGregor's kicks are fairly underrated and have done some serious damage. When fighting, McGregor often doesn't use a typical MMA stance, which may have been a key to his earlier success and multiple UFC championship belts. Instead, he often opted for a Taekwondo back stance. This is a stance that is similarly used in karate and is when the fighter crouches on their lead leg, resting on their opposite leg, with the same arm withdrawn and placed near the hip. In MMA, this has had multiple benefits for McGregor. For instance, his forward arm would be used as a jab both offensively and defensively. However, the arm situated near his hip was his knockout punch. This was his left arm, which was ready to strike when the opening was there to do so. In terms of footwork, McGregor would also lean on his forward leg for balance and defensive kicks. He would then strike with his left leg, which would be used for knockout blows. As a result, it's fair to say that McGregor's stance dictated much of his striking and was heavily in favour of his left side, which was the most powerful. Just how good Conor McGregor's Taekwondo was really depends on your perspective. On the one hand, many people believe that McGregor was mostly a boxer who relied on his left hand. Whilst this is true to a large extent, it also doesn't tell the whole story. Other people argue that McGregor was at his best when he used a hybrid style of karate and Taekwondo with mixed stances. Ultimately though, it depends on your opinion. Having said this, anyone with 19 career knockouts is no joke. Based on this, McGregor's Taekwondo is very useful. Whilst McGregor isn't the greatest Taekwondo practitioner ever, and neither the best kicker in MMA, his Taekwondo is still very dangerous, and maybe due to his punches, it's also underrated. Overall, Conor McGregor is highly skilled in Taekwondo, and although it's not his main source of knockouts, it's still a very viable fighting strategy that McGregor relied on over his career. Whether to set up strikes with his fists, or simply kick his opponents in the head, you can't deny that Conor McGregor has legitimate Taekwondo skills. Remember, this man fought in the best MMA promotion in the world against top-level fighters and used his Taekwondo to bring in championship belts, which says all you need to know about his striking skills.